Effing nerds. I've been waiting to taste this. I've been hella eager.
Is that the mango one?
Because I was about to get one earlier in the day. Yeah.
Mango one. Yeah.
Roll that intro. Big effing nerd. Welcome back, nerds.
Yeah.
Of all shapes, sizes, species, and extraterrestrial beings. I am your host, Michael Lee.
And I am Matt. AKA Flashback.
No. And this
AKA
is Big Effing Nerds.
Captain Rattlebone. AKA I don't have any other names. I'll come up with more.
I don't even have one. I don't even have an alternative character.
We'll get you there.
I don't even know what I could come up with if I were to make one.
You got this. You can do it. We'll get you there.
Matt doesn't give me ideas. He's just like, you got this. You can totally fucking figure it out.
I don't know. I mean, we could do it. You could be Jimmy Two Shoes. I don't know.
No, I fucking suck at the New York accent for sure.
Hey, if it ain't Jimmy Two Shoes, hey,
dude, my New York accent.
Pistachios.
My New York accent makes me sound like too try hard.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the only thing I can probably do is like get the fuck out of here. But that's it. I'm terrible with accents in general though. So
we talked about it the other night and I forgot which one you did. I was like, that's pretty good.
I know I can do certain impressions decently because like I've shown on the podcast I think twice now the Optimus Prime one. I can do some Rocky. Adrian.
Oh, yeah, Adrian.
But yeah, I'm just bad.
You want to hear my Danny Zuko? Sandy, you can't just walk out of a drive-in movie. Sandy, I don't know why I'm doing this, but he's a Sandy.
Dude. Oh my god.
Did I tell you it was a few Halloweens ago, my niece, she dressed up as Sandy. She had the pink lady jacket and everything. Mm-hmm. And I found out she was doing that. I wasn't going to dress up. I was just going to walk around with them trick or treat. And my sister was like, she's going to be a pink lady. I was like, I got a leather jacket. I got a tight white t-shirt and some tight jeans. I got gel. I can be a greaser. No problem.
And I got Converse.
I do. And yeah, I just kept following her around the whole night. My niece is blonde. So I was like, hey, Sandy. Just the whole time, Sandy, where you going? And she got mad. She was like, I'm not Sandy. And I was like, that's who you fucking are.
Don't you pick her up. Don't you ever talk to me like that.
That's exactly who you are.
All right.
She's like, that's not my name. Yes, it is.
So in the spirit of this stupid ass holiday, sorry, I hate Valentine's Day, but... And yes, I've hated Valentine's Day even when I was in a relationship.
I mean, it's a commercial holiday.
Yeah, a commercial holiday, Hallmark holiday, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. But in the spirit of it, the fact is, lace is commonly used in Valentine's Day gifts. Like lace.
Yeah, like fucking
like lingerie, lace.
Lingerie. I couldn't think of the fucking word. Yeah, sweet.
But lace is commonly used to. Is commonly used in making bouquets of roses and in other items during Valentine's Day. The word lace comes from the Latin word laques.
Laques.
I think.
Doesn't sound sexy.
Laqueus.
Doesn't sound as sexy as lace.
Laques. Which means to snare or trap a person's heart.
Ooh. Oh, well, that's one way to do it.
Isn't that
That's one
fitting?
way to do it.
Yeah, snare, trap a person's heart or trap a man's fucking genitals.
You gotta trap something.
Yeah.
You mean, you could go fishing for hearts or you could go trouser fishing.
But be careful because you might catch something that you're not ready to catch.
Yeah. You could get the biggest STD of all.
Which one?
Baby.
Is that what we're doing now? We're calling babies STDs?
Yeah, I mean.
All right, fine.
No.
Well, Google Gaga. This is gonorrhea.
Oh, and I think we're pregnant. It's a girl. I think we're gonna name her Chlamydia.
I don't know. I really like syphilis. Syphilis is a really nice one.
It's too close to like Slytherin.
What if his name is Hector Isaac Victor?
Otherwise known as HI motherfucking.
And we call him HIV for short. Jesus.
Oh man, your parents must not love you. Like literally. They're naming you after an STD. Like, you are not loved.
I think there's a comedian one time talking about how, like, why do STDs sound like such a beautiful name? Like, oh, this is my daughter, chlamydia.
It is. It sounds nice. Not gonna lie.
It's
Except
so weird,
for-
because we have the understanding of it being an STD.
But then gonorrhea. I mean, it sounds dangerously close to diarrhea, so that one not so much.
Yeah, that one's a little
But like chlamydia, yeah, it's like a real flowery sounding name.
flowery. Yeah, and multiple meanings of
Might be
that
getting
word.
some growths.
But anyways, let's get off that.
That's enough of that.
That's
enough
another
dick talk.
Another dick talk.
Dick
Another.
and puss talk. Let's move on.
Let's move on to nerdy news. I need to get that sound. I'll get that sound for you.
know. This just in on Nerdy News. You know they're making a Fast 10.
Yeah, I've been knowing. I work in a movie theater.
Oh, I guess not. You would. I saw that and like I just like fuck. Just stop.
Apparently, this is the last one. Because like 10 like being the final, and even I think even on the movie poster it says the end begins here or something like that.
So it's gonna be like a 2-parter. Maybe.
I hope not. I've literally been over the fucking Fast and Furious shit ever since they stopped doing racing.
Yeah. Ever since everybody became like a fucking secret agent or some shit.
Somehow, like
Jumping out of planes. I was like, get the fuck.
You just got some fucking ordinary folks racing, doing street races, and the CIA is just, you know what?
That's the guy.
We need them.
That's the guy. Get him. He knows how to drive fast.
I get like they're like, oh, but the heist and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, okay. It's just not fun. I'll watch like the first 4 or 5, but basically once The Rock came in, I was like, I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean Tokyo Drift's probably where I stop. Honestly.
Yeah, I love Tokyo Drift.
Drift's
Everyone
the
talks
shit.
shit about that movie.
I don't know why.
That movie is so awesome.
Tokyo Drift is a shit.
Drifting in general is just so cool to see. Like who the fuck looking at a car and just goes, you know what?
I'm gonna drive that fucker sideways.
I bet you I can make the fucking door go forward. What?
Yeah, we gotta go that way. Yeah, just go straight that way. Okay. Just what?
But it's such a cool movie.
Ah.
But yeah, I did know about that one for sure.
I will say my favorite part in the ding 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 in the song is it's like it's super like random line where they're like, where you get that kind of money? Don't worry about it.
Matt likes all those little quirks.
Yeah.
Like
Don't worry about it.
what was it? Hello, Mr. Green Thumb.
Hello. Hello.
Paging Dr. Green Thumb.
Or like that. Was it that Bruno? Is that Bruno Mars Millionaire? You know, it's like
I want to be a millionaire.
what up, Oprah? Shit like that.
Oh, what up, Oprah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been being our neighbor or something.
Love it. All right. So yeah, Fast 10. We got a bunch more info for Jedi Survivor.
Oh, did we now?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. So
Remember you were talking all that shit about how it's definitely not a blaster. It's a fucking blaster.
well, is it a blaster with a grappling hook? Because I remember him grappling in the
I
trailer
know.
too.
We saw that too. I'm like, so he's got both. But they said, like, confirmed, they're like, there's new force abilities, lightsaber fighting styles, and a blaster.
Interesting. So he's gonna be like Blade.
Fucking sick. Blade, ready to die.
I wonder if you get to use like combination moves with it. Like I feel like they're gonna update the combat.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be like a thing to kind of like keep your combo going or something.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, did they do a combo thing in the first one?
Not really, because your enemies were pretty easy to just like.
Yeah.
Unless you were fighting.
Although they had to make it like a video game, so like the fact that it took like 2 hits to kill some stormtroopers, I was like,
Which in reality,
yeah.
Well, Star Wars reality. In Star Wars reality,
Not
yes,
ours.
that would probably because I mean, I always think back of when Yoda and Obi-Wan go and they storm the fucking Jedi temple after the clones took over it, and they're just going ham and just one hit.
Dead.
Yoda was fucking going off on them motherfuckers.
Yeah. When it's time to go for Yoda.
So it is a blaster, huh?
So yeah,
Is it Han Soloing it?
he looks kind of like it. I mean, he's got like the vest, you know, he's got the smuggler outfit.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I was like,
And so it's taking place 5 years after the first game, so that's why he's all extra grizzled looking and haggard. He's been 5 years.
well, I
running.
mean, it's been 5 years real time, right?
Came out
when
what,
was the last-
20? Did it come out 2018 or 19?
I think 18. I think it was 2018 or 2019, but either way, that's still
Yeah, either way, it's close. Yeah.
it's so close to real time.
So apparently we're gonna lose our old lightsaber to the Inquisitors. So some way to make a new one because Disneyland.
That means no duel.
No, it's there. Yeah, I mean, like, and in the gameplay, I saw like he fucking like detached and had them both and was just fucking running at people like man.
So he just makes a new one of the same.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's obviously gonna have to make a new lightsaber, and also I'm guessing because of the second game, because that's what Disneyland did for the first game. All those parts we made our lightsaber was from the game.
Yeah.
Disneyland's getting all new lightsaber parts for Savi's workshop.
So we have to go again.
So I have to get a third one.
Yeah, Matt's got 3. I only have the one.
Well, I made the two, and then I bought Count Dooku's when I went.
But that's Count Dooku. We're talking like customized.
Yeah, customized. I only got 2. Yeah.
I always mess with Matt.
And also the ship, the Mantis, that's going to be like decommissioned for some reason.
Oh, really? So he's getting a new ship?
New ship. So also, yeah, this
wonder
is what
what it's going to be.
What I found interesting too. The events of this game are falling. They're basically fall during the same time as Andor and the Kenobi shows. So I remember like when Kenobi came out, people were talking like, "Oh, maybe we'll see Cal Kestis, maybe."
Yeah,
because they gave us the little BD droid in there, right? And so like, the fucking guy. That's the little boop, 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 that's it. Yeah, you don't like my droid impression?
It's good. It's good. It's very good. Nice impression.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So yeah, maybe we'll see him live action soon. I mean,
that'd actually be cool. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
They already got like a Lego version of that, like a life size
of him
of Lego.
Of Cal Kestis or
no of BD. Was it BD?
BD1.
Is that his name?
I think it was BD1.
Yeah. So they got a Lego thing. This fucking tall or something. I was like, I want that.
They need to let you make a BD droid in Disneyland too. So you can only make like astromechs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they get to walk.
I know. I mean, like my little astromech dude, he has a little control and you roll him around and you press a button and he goes like
You got the one that had like the black and red, right?
It was black and orange.
Oh, black and orange?
Yeah. Little cone, not cone shape, kind of octagon kind of ish.
Yeah.
Head. And yeah, I caught like the scoundrel chip. And it makes him sound different. You get the rebel. He's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. But he just goes, wah, 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 wah.
He definitely sounds like he's aged.
Yeah. So that's it for that. I'm guessing you saw the Flash trailer during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, short conversation on that one. Honestly, such a bad move to keep Ezra in there.
It still boggles my mind.
It pisses me off because I've seen the trailer like pop up on TikTok because obviously they're going to be advertising it there as well. And I went in the comments just curious on to see what people think if they knew about Ezra Miller's bullshit. And it seemed like a lot of people didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what concerns me because I'll look at the comment section and go, are these all bots? Like, are these all just, computers?
Are these all like Russian bots?
Yeah, or just computers just throwing out comments just for the hell of it? What the fuck? Like, how are you guys not so pissed off that DC or Warner Bros. Is keeping essentially a pedophile? Was it a kidnapper?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Breaking and entering.
Got arrested fucking 3 different times in Hawaii.
Arrested 3 different times. And somehow we're like, oh, he's okay. He's all good. He's getting better.
He's super committed to his recovery. Okay.
However, I will say, and I was thinking about this when I watched the trailer. In Flashpoint, Flash dies. In the comics, he died.
So I made a mistake, and for some reason I was thinking of Crisis on Infinite Earth and not Flashpoint. Flashpoint was when Aquaman and Wonder Woman pretty much fight each other and whatnot. So back to the show.
Maybe you think they're going to kill him off?
Hopefully.
That's the only way I'll accept this.
Yeah.
If you kill him off, I'm going to get a new one.
But they had two Ezra Millers in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, dude, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. That's even worse. Like, you already had the one. That's already bad enough. Now you're going to have 2? What the fuck?
But we got Michael Keaton's Batman, and that was cool as hell.
When he said, I'm Batman.
And I was like, yeah, there he is. There he is. There he is.
Yes, you are.
There he is. Yeah, so I mean, I gotta say, the whole trailer, minus Miller, looks kind of cool.
That's the unfortunate part.
That's the part, like, that's
because I want to give it a chance.
It
but
looks
I
pretty
can't.
cool, but I'm not gonna pay to see that.
I can't.
I might watch it on HBO, but I won't pay to watch
That's
that.
the only thing I'm not paying money to watch.
I'm not gonna go watch that in the theater. No, not for him.
No, he doesn't deserve it.
And what one of the comments,
Michael Keaton does.
He does. That's the thing. And plus, I know everybody I know. There's so many other people working on these movies, and whatever. There's so many hundreds of other people that are involved in this, and they're like, you're not supporting one person. You're not supporting everybody. But it's like,
but just like in politics, one bad apple can ruin the whole outlook on a certain group.
Right. Well, I mean, shit. We've seen how that's happened. I mean, in the past few years with like police. You know.
Yeah. One bad apple.
One bad apple. You know. One. You know. Some bad apples make, and then now everybody's like, fuck police. You know, shit like that.
But that's nothing new. I mean, we got Ice Cube. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
You know what?
I'm not finishing the rest of that.
No, it's good. Chill, boy. Chill, daddy. Chill.
Down, Bessie.
whoa, easy. What was it? There was like one random like interview with like Ice Cube, and like they were talking about some show, big concert they were putting on. And all the like, you know, they had police security, and you know they're playing, you know, that song and shit, Straight Outta Compton, and those cops were the first ones who were like, play Straight Outta Compton, come on, yeah, it's our favorite song,
dude. But that goes to show you, like, there are a lot more good than bad, but the one bad apple can ruin something for you. And for us, the Warner Bros. Keeping Ezra Miller, that's the one bad apple that I will not support.
You have WB, you have chosen poorly.
And it's the same thing with Aquaman 2 and Amber Heard. Not watching that one.
No. And that, you know what sucks? Because I love Jason Momoa and everybody else who busted their ass making that movie. Like, man.
And Jason didn't do anything wrong.
No.
And I'm sure.
I mean, that
hopefully.
I mean, I was like, that I'm aware of.
Hopefully Amber Heard isn't in the movie enough to where I can be like, okay, you know, I'll go watch it.
Yeah.
But Ezra Miller is the Flash.
I mean, he's in. There's two of them.
And and the movie is called The Flash, and it's about the Flash. So I can't.
And you know, like, I was like, controversy aside with him, I just don't like his fucking acting.
I mean, I talked about this before and saying how I hated him in Justice League. I did not think he was a good Barry Allen at all.
Yeah, I mean, the Flash, Barry Allen, yeah, he's like a nerd type, but he's not like super meek, you know. And that's what he is.
In the comic books, he's a confident fucking forensic
I mean, he knows.
scientist.
He's like, I'll fucking smoke your ass. What's up? Want to race?
Yeah. But he is cocky, though.
Or he's like,
Barry
you want to
Allen
race?
is cocky as fuck.
You want to race? Yeah. I already won. What? No, you missed it. I just won.
He did a SpongeBob.
Go. Yeah, you want to see me do it again?
But yeah,
that's man. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
There's literally nothing else to say.
Nothing else to say.
It's such a dumb move.
Except, damn.
Yeah.
You done fucked it.
Is that it for regular news? And now we're going into
that was all I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything.
But let's fucking dive on into The Last of Us.
Roll into The Last of Us.
Episode 5.
Yeah.
So let's see. What I got first. So you know, like, what was it when Kathleen's like yelling? Kathleen's like the bandit leader. By the way, spoilers. I just realized I almost forgot to say it again. Spoilers. If you haven't seen episode 5, go watch that shit.
If not, it'll say it right here.
Spoilers. So yeah, I remember like Kathleen when she's like yelling. I forgot who she's yelling at, but she's like, you know, did this make you feel better? Does this work? And I was just like, does this make you feel better? You're doing the same fucking thing.
I can't remember what she was yelling at either.
She might have been yelling at Henry when they're like behind the car or something.
Oh.
Towards the end, I think that was it. She's like, does this make you feel better? You know, I'm like, bitch, does it make you feel better?
You know, remember last week we were talking about how we didn't necessarily like her I kind of thinking of more on it. I changed my mind. And even though her character, you know, dies, which was satisfying.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I did like the idea of her character because she started to come out more of as a Karen. to me. That's the aura that she was giving me, and I was like, she's totally a fucking Karen.
Post-apocalyptic Karen, which that's the worst kind of Karen.
Yeah, because then they actually have power.
They can shoot you. They ain't gonna talk to no manager.
They're gonna like, let me talk to my Magnum.
Talk to my 9mm. But I will say, like, right when they were like running away from all that madness in the end, and then I hear stop. I rolled my eyes so fucking hard. I was like, go away, go the fuck away.
Your entire crew is getting fucking mutilated, and you're over here still worrying about one fucking guy
because of her brother, which we find out. Yeah, Henry gave him up.
Mm-hmm.
Which we were talking about it before. Which, like I said, so this whole thing. It's all just about her personal vendetta. She doesn't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah.
And like we were talking before, we think Perry might turn on her and take control. Mm-hmm. And when he was talking to her in the random, like her old house or something, I got that feeling. I was like, Perry's realizing this is, fucked up, but he told her we're with you, but the way he was looking at her was like,
yeah, like you're not thinking straight, and it's kind of concerning.
Yeah, I mean, like you're gonna get everybody killed, and
lo and behold,
you did,
including Perry.
Yeah, that's that's the thing.
Fuck.
I took the note. I was like, I think Perry might actually end up taking charge, and I went, never mind, Perry's fucking dead.
Dude, he died in such a brutal way too.
They did like the thing from the game when Joel gets killed by like the bloater, where that's like they did that shit. The same shit.
And you couldn't see it in like great detail,
but you saw like his head
definitely
thrown off to the side. And
I was like, holy shit.
And the fact that you heard him like before, and I was like, ooh, God, can you imagine?
I definitely was a little upset because I wanted to see Perry do like major damage in regards
Perry.
to being a tactical or a tactician.
I liked him, and it was fucking gone.
Sad day. Poor Tommy.
Yeah. And there were sometimes when he's like yelling, I was like, I can hear him. I can hear Tommy when he's like yelling at people like over the fight. He's like, that's Tommy right there.
Yeah.
Although I will say we've only seen him the one time. The actor for Tommy in the show. I guess we're gonna see him in the next episode, I think, because it's not like in the little preview they go over to Jackson, which is where they are. That guy sounds a lot like Tommy too. Mm-hmm. Like just in the first episode, I was like, that guy's really good.
I was gonna bring up something about because in the game those two the brothers are Henry and the little brother
Sam.
That's what it was. One wasn't deaf, but it was actually kind of cool seeing the deaf community kind of get involved. And I took ASL 3 years in high school, and then my sister also took ASL in high school and then went on into college to major in deaf studies. So we kind of we also have like a deaf neighbor, so I'll talk to him every now and then.
Fuck yeah.
But we like seeing the deaf community kind of get involved because not being able to hear, that's a big disadvantage for a lot of things in our world,
let alone running from fucking zombies.
And to see them in that, it was cool that they kind of changed that up, and they even talked about it in the
oh, you watched the little
I did.
Yeah.
I skipped past the preview, and I was just like, I want to see this commentary that Matt was talking about. And it was awesome. And the kid actually playing it,
he's actually deaf.
And
apparently, awesome. I just read a little article today, or like a little headline about him. He's like, apparently he's a hockey player too, and he wants to go pro. Fuck yeah, little dude.
Yeah, no, fuck honestly, push for that dream because that'd be so cool.
That'd be so cool. Like fucking what, 10, 15 years from now, he's probably, I don't know how old he is, but
he
like
probably is like eight maybe.
We'll just say like 15 years from now.
Yeah,
and see him out there playing. Like fuck yeah,
that was the fucking kid.
That's the guy.
That's
Sam. Yeah.
But
yeah, that was a very interesting take that they took with that.
And then it all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, this show, like they take all these insanely tragic things from the game and just somehow make them more tragic. Like fuck, like my heart was fucking breaking. Like when he was in the room with Ellie and he was like, "Can you like stay with me?" I'm like, God, like my fucking heart was breaking for poor Sam. I was like, no. And then Ellie's like, my blood can heal you. And I'm like, man, this is that child-like hope. Like, she's just like, this will have to work. This is the only thing she can do.
Watching that scene, for some reason, I was just sitting there thinking, maybe they're going to change it up. Maybe the blood will actually work this time.
Like hope for a second. I was like, come on.
Just a little bit. And Just like Game of Thrones. He just no, no hope for you.
These are your hopes right here. Yeah. Fuck those.
They're all curb stomping into the ground. Like, no, your hope, fuck your hope.
Oh, you gonna cry?
Shut up. But yeah,
Sam.
it sucked when Ellie finally woke up and he's just.
And she thought like, oh, maybe he's turning slower. Maybe it worked. And then
Yeah.
There was a random part before they met with all them.
Before they met with Henry?
Yeah,
oh, you're talking about when Henry and
So
them...
yeah, when we're seeing like before, right up until they got woken up.
Yeah.
Which that scene was funny, but we'll get there. But yeah, like when they're up in that guy's attic and that whole convoy, you know, Kathleen's whole convoy is going out. Mm-hmm. And they had the windows all cardboarded up and he hella opened the window. I'm like, bro, you opened that window way too much. Everybody saw that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know if I was the gunner in that bit, what the fuck was that?
Especially,
I mean, they probably don't have. They probably have the crank.
They're also probably not trained.
Yeah, so there's.
So they don't. Well, no, they don't even understand like how to look for your fucking surroundings.
Yeah,
They're probably
not.
just seeing forward.
Probably.
Like, yeah.
He's probably fucking taking a nap up in the gunner's seat.
I know I would. Sometimes I'd be sitting in that little saddle. I just.
What's comfy?
Kind of Oh,
I've taken a few snoozes. Definitely. Don't tell anybody.
Too late.
Yeah, dude. He just was like, what's out there? They all know you're up there now.
Yeah.
They should. Oh, and that when they went down into the sewers, that note on the wall, that it's just like
when they got into that little kid place?
Yeah, that little commune they had underground.
Okay, yeah.
That's straight from the game. Remember in the sewer?
Mm-hmm.
And they're in the commentary, Neil Druckmann's talking about. He's like, yeah, from people who played the game, they see that one little note that's from the game, the drawing of Ish and whatever. He's like, and then people who play look at that and already there's this whole other story that already happened, you know? Mm-hmm. And that story is fucking sad. Like I remember reading all those stuff and it's like, damn, tragic.
I'm surprised since The Last of Us wants to throw in early fillers. I'm surprised they didn't do a fucking thing on that.
That would have been cool. I would have actually kind of liked to see that.
Would have been interesting. I still would have been mad though.
Yeah,
because like I said, with the Bill and Frank thing, I was still mad. I liked the episode. Still mad.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful episode, but like,
not the time.
You could do it like now, like after like episode 5 where this crazy shit happened. 6 would be a good time to do it. I think. Give us that little break, you know.
Yeah.
So this next episode would have been a good time.
Which how long is the first season supposed to be?
I can't remember. I think it's like 9 episodes.
9 episodes.
It might be more. I'm not totally positive.
I hope you're not positive.
Should I look it up?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about it. We still got time.
It's somewhere from like maybe 10. Anyway. But yeah. Oh, dude, and that part, same from the game where they're pinned down by that sniper up in the fucking house.
One of I don't even know what they are. What were they? What group?
One of I don't know what they're called, but
one of Kathleen's
fucking cronies. This old fart up there. And like Joel even said, she was like, Joel, be careful. He's like, his aim shit. I'll be good.
You could definitely tell too.
He should have hit us by now.
He's shooting like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, he was like, pew, pew.
Then when he finally gets up there,
man, I was like, he really tried to give that old guy a way out. He told him, he's like, don't do it. And he was like, all you gotta do, he's like, just slide the gun, just slide it over to me, wait an hour and leave. He's like, that's all you gotta do. Don't do it. He tells me,
fucking idiot, fucking. I'm gonna try to swing this big rifle to aim right at
the guy
you,
that's already got his gun on me.
Already got a pistol
it's not
pointed
like
right
it's
at
holstered,
you.
it's on you. But yeah, like just like even like Joel's, you know, he doesn't want to do this shit. He's good at it. He doesn't
want to kill.
But he told the guy, he was like, please. He's like, don't do it.
Because it takes a toll. It literally takes a toll on you.
Yeah, you could really feel it on that second one. He told, please don't do it. And he's, please.
Yeah. But
and then Joel was fucking smoking dudes from up there.
dude, it's just crazy when all those fucking zombies just came out, and I was like, yes, finally.
Yeah, so we were right there with the big fella, the bloater was under there.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yep.
Because what was it? They tried to just bury him, right? Like that was what the government I think tried to do originally, was just fucking bury him.
Yeah, they trapped him in all those sewer things. That's why Joel had such an issue about going into the sewers, because Henry had mentioned, oh yeah, they trapped him in there like years ago.
Yeah, well,
and they should have just like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, it's clear. And he's like, as of like how long ago? He's like 3 years.
Like
He's
3 years ago.
Oh, it's fucking clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
But overall, how would you think of the episode?
I think it was really good.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
I like the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, mainly because all the zombies finally got to get some action, and they were fucking them up.
Yeah, Kathleen's whole group is,
and they just kept pouring out. Did you see how many there were after the fact?
Yeah, when they like pulled out the camera and we saw the overhead,
they were all still pouring out, just swarming. I was like,
and the big dude's still just lumbering towards the Humvee, like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
It is funny seeing how slow he's like. Everyone else, every other zombie over here is just wrenching their ass off, and he's just.
But he's like, I'll fucking get there when I get there, and when I get there, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off. Ask Perry.
Split it into Ask Perry in the afterlife.
Poor Perry.
But time to move into the topic.
To that topic.
That was a long review. I didn't really think it was gonna be that long, but it was action packed. Kind of.
It was. There was a lot of ground to cover, you could say.
I am glad that bitch is fucking dead though. She was like cuckoo crazy.
Man, like I said, I heard stop and I
fucking Karen.
I was like, go away. And then she like immediately got killed. I was like, nice.
by the same child zombie that was trapped inside of the car with Ellie, huh?
Oh, was it that same one?
I think so. Somehow.
That was crazy seeing that thing fucking like ballerina flip in there. I was like, God. That's what I'm saying. This is a fucking horror show.
Yeah, there are different types of zombies. They're not like the typical like 28 Days Later or Night of the Living Dead.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not like shamblers. Terrifying.
But that's what makes The Last of Us great. But time to move into our main topic.
Vlad the motherfucking Impaler.
Yeah.
AKA Dracula.
This dude is fucking cool. But disclaimer, the what do they call him? Wallachia? Wallachia. So Wallachia, Transylvania, basically where Hungary and Romania are currently, they back in the day went through history via word of mouth. So we don't know how accurate a lot of this stuff is. However, their enemies did take note of things that happen. So it may actually be fairly accurate.
What, like the Ottomans and the Turks and shit? Yeah, Turkish soldiers and shit, yeah.
Because, one of the biggest things that Vlad was known for was impalement.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, Vlad the Impaler liked to impale people.
He got the name because he liked doing it. And not impaling in that other way. We're talking like actual like giant wooden spike or metal, I think.
You mean like with his dick? Is that what you were alluding to?
Yeah, I mean, that's not wrong.
No.
In the sense, like he could have been just a mass, sex addict kind of thing, but also, the other word that I'm not gonna say because it's gets me peed off a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So yeah, let's see. So yeah, he was as I guess I assume you all would know, he's the inspiration that Bram Stoker took for Dracula.
Yes.
Back in he wrote that in 1897. Stoker's he came across the name Dracula in an old history book and discovered it could mean devil in Wallachia, and that's why I named him that.
Yeah, and freaking Vlad was actually named Dracula because his father was named Dracul, which Dracul in Romanian, Dracul in Romanian means dragon.
Yeah.
And then when they went to Vlad, it was son of the dragon or son of the devil, because the dragon is also synonymous with Satan.
Right. And I was gonna say, I think he's Vlad III Dracula, I guess, which means, like you said, son of the dragon. Yeah. Yeah, because his dad was in that Order of the Dragon shit.
Yeah, they had a crusades kind of thing because
Yeah,
they were of Christians.
Yeah, they were pretty similar in comparison to medieval crusaders and shit. Yeah.
And having fought, fighting the Ottoman Empire all the time. Obviously, there was some religious quarrels between the Muslims and the Christians.
I have no idea how to pronounce his mom's name, but she was a princess of Moldovia, I think it's Moldovia.
Moldovia?
I wrote it like Moldavia, but I think it's...
That sounds about right.
I thought it was Moldovia. Is there two different places?
I don't know.
I know of Moldovia, but anyway. That's that. Father Vlad II. His dad was the illegitimate son of a Wallachian noble who spent his youth at the court of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and future Holy Roman Emperor. He was born on 1431. I don't think we covered that. In what is present day Romania.
A long time ago. A very, very long time ago.
Yeah, no,
I don't even think I could comprehend that.
So long. Like that's
over 500 years ago.
Like the world would be unrecognizable. As it, if we went back in time, we'd be like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because considering Wallachia is now what's common day Romania, and then Transylvania is now common day Hungary, and then there's a third country in that area. I forget the name of it, but they were basically in between a lot of the Ottoman Empire and then...
Yeah, they were right in the middle of everything. So they were just getting motherfucked all the time.
They were war-ridden for sure.
Yeah.
It's like how modern day Israel would be, I guess, considered. No, there's a fucking... Well, for my Naruto nerds out there, it's basically like the hidden village in the rain where they're in the middle of three nations basically at war constantly.
Well, that's like why Poland got so fucked up in World War II.
Oh, yeah.
They were fucking right there.
They're in smack dab in the middle, too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Vlad, today he's actually seen as somewhat of a national hero in Romania.
Romania.
Yeah, seen as, protecting his people from foreign invasion and all that.
However, in Turkey, they definitely tell him, like, they're like, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah, well, the Turkish government's also full of shit. I mean, I'm not saying they're wrong about that. The Turkish government still to this day like denies the Armenian genocide. They're like, no, we didn't do that. yeah, you did. Nah,
no, it wasn't.
Nah,
no, it was
thousands of people are dead because of you. Nah,
no, it was the other guy.
Nah, they acknowledge it. They're like, yeah, it happened, but it was because of the war. It was because of this. Nah. They're like, no, we didn't. We saw you do it.
we saw you do it. You know it was you.
Yeah, so those guys. Born 1431, died 1476. So, life was pretty short back then.
He was only...
what's that, 45? 45-ish?
Yeah. He was 45.
And that's kind of, I'd say that's about it for like...
I'm about there.
Yeah, I mean, shit, if we were alive back then, we're middle-aged. Like, we're like getting into our older years now.
Well, but he also died in battle. So... maybe that's, obviously cut short.
Right. Obviously, royalty had a chance to live a little longer.
No, he didn't die in battle. He died after a battle. He was basically assassinated. And
naturally,
I think they presumed or assumed that it was some old Wallachian nobleman that basically did it, which is kind of like a Julius Caesar kind of thing, I guess you could say.
Sabotage, or what's the word? Sabotage?
Yeah. They won this thing. This other king of Romania or of Wallachia was like, hey, of Transylvania. King of Transylvania was like, hey, Vlad, we're going to go fucking take over your homeland again from the Ottoman Empire we want in. He's like, fuck yeah. And he's like,
I'm in.
I can make you a king again. And then they win the battle. And then after, they're like, all right, cool, get him. Start stabbing the shit out of him, probably. And they cut off his head.
Gotcha, fucker, yeah. I mean, a guy like that, he's going to come to a violent end.
Some of his acts, the way he's gone about doing shit.
Yeah, shit.
Fuck, man.
I got one here.
Yeah.
If you want to hear.
Do it.
So, 1459. He's what's that, 20-something? He's late 20s. not important. But yeah, 1459, Vlad invites 200 of the boyars, which are like aristocrats. He invites them and their families that were involved in the killing of his older brother and father.
Yeah.
He invites them to an Easter banquet. He had the women and elderly stabbed to death, impaled, fucking immediately. He's like, as soon as they show up, he's like, great, yeah, everybody come in. Fucking shuts the doors, kills them all, and then he fucking forces the men into slave labor.
Typical Vlad.
Fucking, he's like, kills all the women and children, men, slavery. Fucking what a bastard.
Like usually it's the other way around. You kill all the men and then you push all the elderly, women, and children to slavery. But he did it backwards, which, you know, I get, you know, people would talk shit about Christianity and shit. I'm like, yeah, Christians did some fucked up shit.
Oh yeah. I mean,
like we're not all like that, but fuck, some of them.
I mean, we're talking about the Crusades, right? Case in point.
Case in point.
I got 2 more examples of some fucked up shit he did. What do you got?
Go ahead to get your examples.
'em?
I just lost mine for some reason.
All right. So, okay. I don't know which village, but when a village supported a rival of his, he had, this is that part I kind of mentioned earlier. He had 30,000 of them impaled, and then he dined among them so he could witness their suffering personally. And then he burned that whole fucking village to the ground.
And was that the same occasion where after he was dining and doing all that, one of the kings of the Ottoman Empire or something, king, I forget his name, but he basically comes up, sees this forest of impaled people and goes, fuck that shit.
Yeah, what was it? I think from far enough away, they were like, that forest is not supposed to be there. And then they get closer and they go, that's not a forest.
And they retreated immediately.
Fuck that. Yeah, I mean, that's a tactic.
Because have you seen the illustrations of the impalements?
I mean, just like, yeah, like some like 1 or 2 like old super old ones. Yeah.
Fucking
The
pikes would basically be like this. It's like double the size of a football, or maybe the size of a basketball, but if you were to go cylindrical with it, that going into your body, out through your fucking neck, mouth, however it does, because when they do it, they get the point, they fucking shove it into you, and then they pull you up while and pushing it into the ground. And it's the reason why he liked it so much was because it was a form of torture,
super slow death.
and death.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm all for it. Let's fuck it. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's get that pike.
It's a slow death. They're just going to sit there just moaning as they fucking die. Like, and most of the time they started that impalement up your ass.
Yeah. And they don't, and it's not like a fast, like the gravity of your body's gonna, it's a thick pike. So you are going slow and you're feeling every single inch of that agony. Holy fuck.
And like I said, yeah, like we said, not just like impaled, dead. I mean, if you're lucky, that's what you'd get. But mostly they're just like fucking just for like days, slowly working their way down this fucking pike.
Yeah, I remember another occasion where Vlad basically met up with like a group of Ottoman envoys, and they're supposed to have some type of peace talk or something like that, and they were supposed to sit and dine, and he goes, you guys remove their things.
That's my third one I was going
to Was it? All right, for sure.
Go ahead.
So we can both talk about it. Where he takes off they
have their turbans, yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, no, it's a religious custom. He goes,
like, okay. Oh, yeah. He said something about like admiring their devotion, right? He's like, I admire your devotion. I'll make sure you never take it off.
I'm going to help you out with that.
Nailed it to their fucking heads.
Dude. Fuck.
Yeah, what was it? He said, he saluted their devotion and then nailed their turbans to their fucking heads.
God damn. I mean, is he wrong? Yes? No?
I mean,
dude, is that a gray area? I don't know. I don't think it is. But
let's just say religious tolerance was not one of his strong suits.
But he hated the Ottoman Empire from a very young age because he was imprisoned or a slave since he was.
Well, it was one of those like kind of ward scenarios. Like he kind of had like his dad and them like had to give him over. Him and his brother. I forgot his brother's name. And with an R, right, I think.
it was the imprisonment of his father, his brother, and then him. And they made a plea with his father and basically said, "Hey, we'll let you go, but your son's got to stay." And he was like, "Yeah,
Okay, fuck them kids, and just bounced out.
yes." He literally did that.
I don't even like that little one anyway.
But Vlad's dad was actually super hated.
Yeah.
Eventually, like as he returned from that imprisonment, there's a coup, and they basically overthrew him. And I think he died a couple years later after that. But that's still fucked up. Like, hey, we'll give you freedom, but your son's got to stay. Most guys nowadays, they just be like, nah, fuck that. Release my sons. I'll fucking handle this shit. I'm man enough to do this. But this dude is over here. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna head this way then. Bye.
Yep. It's like, oh, me for the kids? Shake my hand. Pleasure doing business with you.
And I can't remember. I think it was 5 years that he was in prison for.
Fuck. And you know that was a rough 5 years.
But during those 5 years, he learned the art of war. I think he read Sun Tzu's thing.
Oh yeah, Sun Tzu's Art of War.
Yeah, which I've been meaning to read too. I something about that book is just super intriguing.
I mean, it's got lots of life lessons.
It is a lot of life lessons. Also a lot of strategy.
For sure.
I mean, it's called the Art of War. I mean, come on now.
You think you know what you're getting.
And so he learned that. He also what was it? It was something else having to do with the Ottomans, and it helped him later on in like battles against them. I think it's basically just keeping an eye out and just understanding like, oh, so this is how these guys train. This is how these guys fight. This is what they do.
Studious, you know?
Exactly. And so, I mean, that's what helped him fight against the Ottomans for so long.
Shit, it's kind of like how it was in the beginning of Ghost of Tsushima when you're talking to, I forgot his name, the Mongol leader. When he's talking to Jin Sakai and he's like, you started your day, you know, training and doing all this. He's like, you know how I started my day? He's like, I learned. You know, he's like, I learned your language. I learned your villages. I learned this. He's like, I learned, and now here I am, you know, fucking you up.
Yeah, because he was talking to him in Japanese, not Mongolian, which I don't know if that's the actual language or. But, yeah, no, that I remember that scene vividly.
Yeah,
I was like,
damn,
dude, this guy's kind of fucking badass.
Yeah, although
he's huge.
At first I thought he was like fucking total like neckbeard type. I was like, look at this fucking guy. But yeah, and like you know, the samurai all honorable, sending one warrior out to fight, and he lights him on fire. Fuck that. You think I win by playing by the rules? By your rules?
Yeah, I was like, damn. I mean, but that's kind of the Mongols in general. I mean, that's how they always been. They were such a force to be reckoned with.
Although very surprisingly to find out how religiously tolerant they were.
Oh, really?
The Mongols themselves. Yeah, I mean, they would come, take your shit, and then like they'd be like, hey, you know, you like if you know, I think they'd kill all the leadership, you know, more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd kill so many people anyway. Yeah. But like super like religiously tolerant. Like if you were like under them, you can do whatever religion you want, but you know, you're ours. And
they sound like America.
Anyway,
we love you, America.
But
we know it's the government.
Similar situation, like with Vlad being over there as a kid, like with Marco Polo, same kind of thing. He was with the Mongols.
That is
for a
true.
long time.
Yeah,
he was there for. I want to say like 15 years or something.
You're talking Marco Polo.
Marco Polo, yeah.
Yeah. But I think it was 5 years that I read for Vlad. But I took, this is like a more of a personal note. It's just something I kind of realized. Because like, despite the idea that Dracula is from Transylvania, which is now Hungary, the person who inspired Dracula, which was Vlad, he was not actually from that land. He wasn't from Transylvania. He's from Wallachia, which was southern or south of Transylvania. So if you were to see the map, this is where Transylvania is, and then down southeast was where Wallachia is. So it's interesting that they kind of based the character Dracula on a place that's not where the actual Dracula was.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it sounds sexier. It's Dracula from Wallachia. Dracula.
Transylvania.
Yeah, he's Dracula from Wallachia. Where? Don't worry about it.
I wonder how it went if they were like, yeah, Wallachia, that's his place.
But then again, you know, if it was, we wouldn't know any better.
Exactly. But then would we have looked at Transylvania and been like, yo, that's a fucking sick ass name, bro.
Stupid.
Why the fuck did they choose Wallachia? That's so lame.
But I guess real quick fact, I guess the rough sort of estimate, they estimate he's responsible for more than 80,000 deaths. Most of those by impalement.
And this is just based off of what we could have gathered from historians that were not even looking at Romanian history. They were looking at like Ottoman history to find out about Vlad.
Yeah.
Because again, word of mouth.
Yeah, because they took notes. You know, 1443. This guy is fucking crazy. Do not go back.
One star. Do not recommend.
Yeah, 1 star. Would not recommend. Will not go back.
Yeah. Hold on. What was it?
80,000 deaths?
Yeah, 80,000. So 80,000 deaths. I read 100,000, but I'm sure it can be it could definitely fluctuate because,
For sure.
I mean, history, how accurate were we really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like we're just totally guessing just off like that one story of impaling 30,000 just like that. Like, damn.
And that's also over the course of like, was it 20 something years? I think it's 20 something years.
Oh, well, like when he was in power and doing all that shit?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Over the course.
It's just crazy that like we're talking about all these insane atrocities this guy's done. And then, you know, like in Romania, they're like, you guys like Vlad? Yeah. He's ours. Number 1.
Number 1 superstar.
Yeah.
I have his jersey back at home. It's signed.
Huh?
Huh?
By who?
You what?
Fucking time travel.
I know, right? Can you
I
imagine
tell you, if I
found
could
out?
time travel, that's not somewhere I would go.
I would, but I want to see it from afar.
I'd just be like in the trees. Damn.
Because,
God damn.
yeah, well, I mean, with the knowledge that I have of modern day shit, if I could go back then, oh, yeah, I could totally be in hiding and be like from afar, have a fucking telescope or fucking binoculars of some sort. What the fuck? It'd be easy.
But then if somehow they catch you and you got all that shit, you're a witch and you're going to die. You do magic, kill them.
But if I bring a modern day gun, I could fuck them up.
You take out a few.
Man, I could take out more than a few.
Just show up and be like, what's up? They're like, what the fuck? Bow. And they, but couldn't you imagine like being them back then and somebody
seeing
shows
that?
up with like a, you know, AR, pop somebody. That's fucking magic to them. They
No,
see that,
absolutely.
and they're like, whoa,
What? Did you just see that?
what the fuck? Bow, somebody else. God, what? I mean, could you imagine just like coming up there with like a Bic lighter and just blow everybody's fucking minds?
That is true, huh? Fire, they had to go. Fucking.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
You got fucking you got a spark, but it went out. Damn it. Guess I'm gonna be cold tonight.
Yeah, I was just reading about how the impaling. You remember how we said the impaling would take forever? It would often take hours, if not days, for the victim to finally die. Fuck. I can't even imagine that for a minute.
And like
A singular minute, and you're just sitting there, and you're just like, fuck, I can't do anything.
And like think about it, like if you're alive for a couple days, like you're gonna have to deal with like the pain of like an infection too.
Yeah.
Like that's something like you don't think about. Like you're gonna have to be feeling that too, like while you're getting impaled.
Or critters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was shit coming up, nibbling on your foot while you're like, I'm not dead yet, or something. Yeah, like,
Fuck. Dude, it makes me want to cry.
I know, like it's
I
just unfathomable, like to think to put yourself that.
He did that to kids.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this dude was a true monster, and I can see. I mean,
mean-
what was that? The movie Dracula: Untold
That's a
Story.
good fuck movie.
That was a great movie. Great depiction of the character Dracula, but as for the depiction of the character Vlad, could have used some work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Obviously, we saw like the fight against the Ottoman Empire.
Shit, we saw him impale that one guy all by himself. Just
Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually, that's like the only part where you got to see impalement. But if we were to get like an actual Vlad the Impaler movie,
I think that'd be crazy.
NC-17,
Yeah.
not even rated R. NC-17 because that is just gruesome.
I think that might be better as like a show.
A show? What do you mean a show?
Like if you did like a
like a
show
TV.
about Vlad the Impaler, do it fucking like Game of Thrones style.
Considering how many events there were, how many battles. HBO.
Easy.
HBO, do your thing.
They're like, nah, we got DC shit to do.
Fuck DC, dude. No, fuck those guys. But I mean, I don't really have too much. There is a lot to them, but there's also like not enough. I feel like there should have been way more stories to tell, and there probably are. We definitely just wanted to get some facts about him. He's definitely he is a character.
Oh,
like I said last week.
I had one more thing I forgot to tell you.
What?
Fucked up thing he did. I thought I missed it.
One more fucked up thing?
Yeah, fucked up thing he
I
did.
like fucked up things.
It really, yeah, well, this guy has no shortage of them. Yeah, I know. He once inverted.
He farted?
I was gonna say large, so like I'm trying to read like 3 words ahead and like just put them together. He invited a large number of homeless and beggars, who he viewed them as thieves, more or less.
No.
He invited them all to a huge feast, and then he barred the doors and burnt the fucking hall down.
Wow.
Yeah.
He did what's the Captain Bennett from The Patriot? I don't know if have you ever seen The Patriot? With Mel Gibson.
The Mel Gibson one, yeah, a long time ago.
Well, if you can remember, there's a scene where Heath Ledger's wife's family lived in a certain town, and the British visited that town. Is like, have you guys been conspiring with the fucking the rebels? Because they would say rebels, and everyone's like, no,
Definitely not.
and he's like, and then obviously having the idea of I'm gonna kill these people, and then one guy pops out, no, yeah, this dude's been doing this shit, and this guy's been doing that, and I was like, you fucking rat. And then Captain Bennett, Officer Bennett, basically turns around and goes, oh, well, thank you for your help. Walks out of the church and goes, burn the church. That's what he basically did. But it wasn't just like his enemy. It was just some thieves.
People. Just people. Yeah. And that's what this fucking guy did.
That is true, huh?
Just
People.
Homeless and beggars. And he was like, yeah, come on in. Great feast. And as soon as they get in, shuts the door. Burns them all alive. Fuck.
You know how we said like death can take, because we were talking about The Last of Us, Joel, death takes a toll on him. Mm-hmm. Do you think it actually took a toll on people like that? On like serial killers and I mean, he is a serial killer.
I mean,
he is the direct reason for at least 80,000 people's deaths.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. I mean, like people like him, like there's got to be true sociopaths. Zero empathy. That's the only way you get away with doing shit like that.
And be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, and like without batting a fucking eye. It's like me or you, like that thought crosses my head, and I'm like, like I couldn't.
If I need to, I will, but I don't want
impale
to.
80,000 people.
No, just kill someone.
Yeah, I know. But like people like that, in order to like kill innocent women and children, burn down burn homeless people alive, you can't have. You're not a normal person.
No, not at all.
There's some chemical imbalance. Some shit got wired differently, and you have no empathy now. Total sociopath. Wow. I'd say he's a psychotic sociopath. He's fucking both.
Psychotic sociopath.
He's a psychopath and a fucking sociopath.
Well, you ain't wrong there, my friend.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Nope.
But that brings us to an end.
That'll do it.
That was a lot of death.
Lots.
Literally.
And we just fucking glazed it.
At least 80,000.
Yeah. Minimum.
That's including The Last of Us.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you once again for tuning in to Big Effin' Nerds. We appreciate you so much.
Definitely do it again next week. Or else.
And not again the next week.
Because we're taking a break.
We are taking a break. Next week is going to be our 50th episode. Also, the 1 year mark of Big Effing Nerds. You know, not exactly 1 year, but at least 1 year that we've been recording.
Close enough.
Yeah. So, we thought that we would get more into Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep, for our next episode. So we've been pretty heavy into it since it came out. And
surprising with this guy because he hasn't seen the movies in full.
Yeah,
like all 8 of them.
Yep. Was the last one 2 parts?
The last one was a 2-parter, and that was the 7th.
So then I guess it's like 7 movies, but part 1 to part 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So he hasn't seen all of them, but
I fucking love it.
Hogwarts Legacy, he's been like,
oh, it's shit is so good.
Yeah,
so good. I learned my first dark art spell.
Ooh,
yeah.
Crucio.
Yep. How'd you know that? Did you do it too?
I'm a fucking Harry Potter. I'm a Potterhead.
I know, but like my Slytherin buddy Sebastian was like, "Hey."
Oh, that's right. You're in Slytherin.
Yeah. He was like, "You want to learn some dark arts?" Yep.
Disclaimer: Matt got Slytherin, and I got Hufflepuff.
I got Slytherin quick. Like,
yeah, because you linked your account.
Yeah, I linked the accounts, and like they asked me one question on the hat's like fucking Slytherin. I was like, well, damn, you could have thought about it for a second.
He actually said fucking in there too.
Fucking Slytherin.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be talking about that next week. Possibly we'll be getting more into the movies, or at least I know I will. Matt still gotta watch some of them. But yeah, that'll be our 50th episode, and then we're gonna take a week break, and then we're gonna start season 3.
And we'll be back
with some surprises, some new things to come. So hopefully you guys stick around for that.
Please.
Other than that, be sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, fucking Spotify. I was like, what was that other thing? And Anchor.fm.
Definitely one more.
Yeah, I know, right? We're soon going to be coming up with a Facebook page. So if you guys want to go on there and send your suggestions there, maybe share some posts with us, some news things.
Whatever you got.
Whatever you got, we're going to be doing that too. Matt's managing that one, so I don't know how well it's going to go.
It might suck. I've never done it before, so we'll see. We'll
It's funny because we started the podcast with the idea of like, oh yeah, we're gonna get into this, and we totally forgot about the social media aspect, and both of us were kind of off on social media now, and we're just like,
before we started, I was gearing up to just getting rid of all of it.
Same.
And now I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, you could get rid of the personal stuff, and then keep the.
Still might do that because I
think I might do that too.
I just don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
I
can make it run as a business, I'll be fine.
For sure.
But if as a personal thing, I'm okay. I'm cool.
I just don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
I don't care about seeing what you're doing. I don't think you care about seeing what I'm doing. Just.
I know people don't care. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Coming out with different videos. I figured out how to do thumbnails now. And I'm adding a little bit more effects into the videos. So hopefully you can enjoy them more and sit down and watch and thoroughly sit with us.
Sit with us. We got a chair right here.
Yeah. So
there's not really
there's a chair over there.
Yeah.
Off screen.
There it is.
But yeah, we would appreciate a like. We'd appreciate the subscribe. We'd appreciate maybe hitting that notification bell. I did what Matt did.
Notical.
Notical.
Trying to say both words at the same
Hey,
time.
yo, notical.
Notical.
That's the new thing.
Please, sir.
And
give us a like.
I think that is it for me. Matt, do you have any closing words for the nerds?
Yeah. 1. Well, wait. 2. It's 2 words.
Oh, yeah.
Later, taters.
All right. See you next week. See ya.